they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. And this one's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Elliott on the carry.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Brought down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Jet sweep. Here's Cooper. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down at the
defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to...
And he he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
7-yard line.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Watson's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
8-yard pickup.
How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
At the 30-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Watson.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And his throw here's incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down, and
this will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Prescott steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, Elliott. He finds some open feet. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 33-yard line.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 50.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Watson. And a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Watson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Watson looks to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
The 1-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again to Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses. Those
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Open man is Duvernay. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To throw is Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
37-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. This is Elliott. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Now a timeout taken.
It's a game.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll pitch it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in what we saw to be a very competitive first half. 8-7, just a 1-point game at intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Operating from the gun. Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Their own 45-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
For Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Dix brought him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
From the gun, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll buy some time right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Back now in Baltimore.
Ravens 10.
It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
A gain of a yard.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dallas.
Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. That 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Taken down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
For a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
To try again after the sack. Watson, he's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Well, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brought down at his 49.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. down. It's Elliott. Oh, Zeke with a quick feed. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Dallas, it's a 2nd win now as they move to 2-10 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.